Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Taylor and welcome to the Daily Tea. For today's video, I thought I'd do a Euphoria inspired makeup look. I know I'm a little late to the trend, but guess what? I be on my own time and I don't be worrying about other people's trends. And seeing that I just heard through the grapevine that Euphoria is going to be coming out with some special episodes in December, I thought why not pay a little homage to one of my favorite shows. I'm obsessed with this show. I'm obsessed with the characters. I'm also obsessed with the makeup looks, and what's crazy and what's most amazing about all of the looks is they're super simple. They're really just to the point. It's not really anything extra, which is probably why I'm obsessed with all of the looks, particularly all of the looks that they wore to the dance. I can't remember what episode it was, but if you know the show, then you know. And I didn't want to just do one character's look. I thought I would put in a little bit of everything, colors that Rue wore down to like the rhinestones that Maddie was wearing. So I just thought I'd just throw it all together and do my take on what I want as the Euphoria makeup look that I was going for right here. Before we get into the video, make sure that you like, comment, and also subscribe so that you don't miss out and so that you can join the Daily Tea family. And also make sure to click that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. All right, let's get into the video. Okay, I'm gonna get started on the eyebrows first. Most of these girls have very nice natural brows, seeing that they're in high school. They're not really like overdrawn or high sculpted or arched or anything like that. So I'm gonna go for a more fluffy brow, if you will, kind of that free-spirited brow that we see nowadays. I'm gonna use the Precisely My Brow pencil from Benefit in the shade 4.5. And I'm just gonna start by brushing up my brows and like really brushing them up. I think I'm gonna do soap brows. So I decided to do soap brows because I feel like that's gonna give me a little bit more of that fluffy lifted. I don't really have the thickest brows, but I'm gonna take a little bit of soap, just any old soap, and the spoolie, and then I'm gonna spray the soap a little bit with some setting spray. And then I'm just gonna take the spoolie and kind of gather a little bit of soap, not too much. And then I'm just gonna put that through my brows. Just slowly putting it through my brows so that I can get more of that like laminated, fluffy brow situation that everybody is doing today. So you see, it's a little bit more lifted and up and fluffy. Let's really get that in. And if it's like white, it's fine. It's gonna dry clear. So that's why I say don't put too much, because you don't want it to be. Okay, now that my eyebrows are all just flicked up and brushed through, I'm gonna let that set for a little bit so that it becomes dry, and then I'll come back and then put my brow products on top of it. My brows are dry now, and so now I'm going to be taking my Precisely My Brow pencil from Benefit in the shade 4.5, and I'm pretty much just gonna do a rough outline of the brows. I just kind of want them to have a shape. I'm not gonna really be trying to create any arches or anything. Again, we're just trying to go for a soft, natural, fluffy brow. Let's take my brow pencil and I'm just going to kind of create the bottom line and create that shape that I'm looking for. Tail, I'm kind of filling it in. Again, I'm just trying to create more of a shape, just so I know where to go. Just try to extend the brow. So next I'm going to take the Anastasia of Beverly Hills brow pen in the shade dark brown, and this is where I'm going to go in and just create those small hair-like strokes to really make it look fluffy. Just draw fine strokes. You can see I'm just creating hairs, strokes. Okay, now that the brows are done, I'm just gonna clean up my brows using the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Fawn. And I'm just gonna use that on a Morphe M224 brush. I like to go on the underside and just clean up so that it looks a little bit more seamless. And I'm just gonna do that as well, just to kind of fix it. Next, we're gonna be going and working on the eyes first before we get to the skin. I'm gonna be taking the Pat McGrath Sublime Skin Finish. Y'all know what this concealer is. It is a mouthful, but I'm just gonna be taking a little bit of that, and my shade is in the shade M19, and I'm just gonna be putting that on my eyes to set the eyes. I'm just gonna take a Real Techniques sponge and just blend that out. Okay, next I'm gonna set the eyes with the Translucent Powder by Laura Mercier. And I'm just gonna take that on a eyeshadow brush and just set the eyes. Next, I'm going to be working on the eyes. I'm going to use Pinkity Drinkity from the James Charles Morphe X palette, and I'm just going to be putting that in my crease. And I just want to sweep that in just to create just a nice soft base for the other shadows. Using the same brush that I set my eyes, the Morphe E23 palette. Just a big fluffy brush. Next, I'm going to be using this color right here, the one in the middle. It's called Peach Dusk, and it's from the Pat McGrath Rose Decadence palette. I'm just going to use that same brush again. We're not going to get too crazy with the brushes. And again, I'm just going to put that on that fluffy brush, and then I'm just going to sweep that in the crease as well. I mean, the pigmentation. Can we just get into that pigmentation real quick? Her products are just so like buttery and just so high quality, and I'm in love. It's worth the money. It definitely is. So I'm just gonna blow that out. Okay, next we're gonna be working on the purples. So I'm gonna go in with the James Charles palette, and then I'm gonna take the color Single right here, and I'm gonna take that on a Morphe E22, and I'm just gonna put that now focusing on the outer crease. Ooh, it's kind of a lot. Let me put a little bit on this eye. And I'm just gonna focus literally on that outer crease. I'm just blowing it out. It's a nice, beautiful color. I'm gonna take that color Single just a little bit into the inner corner. Just to create a little bit of depth. Next, I'm gonna go in with Escape, and that is this really nice, rich purple eggplant color, and that is what I'm gonna use to deepen up the crease even more. And I'm gonna take this on an Old Faithful, a MAC 217. Everybody loves this. And I'm just gonna apply that in the outer crease. Like, I'm just gonna stamp it on first to kind of create a little bit of a solid pigmentation, and then slowly blow that out, focusing more on the lower lash line and just keeping it on the outer, because I still want to do a wing. So you see how it's like, it's literally just focused right here. It's not anywhere else. We're not going crazy. I'm gonna take a little bit, a teeny bit. That's it. And I'm gonna put that in the inner, just a little bit, to kind of balance out. Next, we're gonna get into the glitters and stuff. Well, more the pigmented eyeshadows. Well, glitter eyeshadows, pigmented eyeshadows. Y'all know what I mean. So I'm gonna be taking an oldie. I'm gonna be taking the Urban Decay Vice palette. Look, y'all see how dirty this is? Ooh. Yep. I'm gonna take the shade Vice, and I'm just gonna put that on my hand, and then I'm just gonna press that into the center of my lid. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted. Yep, and this is just messy. This is very messy. Not really caring. You see how like I've kind of even brought it up a little bit? We want that. Just to bring, go back in with the Morphe palette, the James Charles palette. I'm gonna use the shade Artistry, and it's this purple, I don't know if y'all can see it, but it's this nice purple foily shadow, and that's a little bit lighter, and I like that. It has the flecks of pink in it, so I'm gonna be using that shade right there. No, yeah, already, this was a good choice. There we go. And I kind of do this like press and drag, like not press and drag, but just press situation. Like this motion, so that I can really get in there, and then I'll just blend out the sides. That is stunning. Stunning! Stunning. I'm gonna go back in with the color Single, and I'm just gonna kind of bring back some of that pigmentation that we lost after the glitter. Okay, I'm very satisfied with the eyes. Next, I'm going to be creating a nice wing liner. Whew, I ain't done a wing liner in a very long time. Using the Physicians Formula, the Eye Booster 2-in-1 Lash Boosting Eyeliner and Serum. I did not even know. Yeah, I didn't even know it was all that. But yeah, it's just in the shade Color Black. And I'm just gonna line my eyes. I don't want the wing to overpower the jewels, so I'm just gonna do kind of a thin wing. This is my favorite liner to do wings. It's so, the tip is so sharp. I'm just gonna quickly do the other liner on the other side, and then I'll be back. All right, so apparently I wasn't recording, but I'm using the Skin Milk by Covergirl in the color Deep, and I'm just putting that all over my face. I like this because it's basically like a CC cream, BB cream, but comes off as a foundation. You can build it up as a foundation. So I'm just using this, and you see how it's nice and dewy. If you have oily skin, probably would not recommend this, but someone like me who's dry combo, this works well. So for concealer, I'm gonna use the Pat McGrath concealer, the one that I used earlier on my eyes. And when I tell you I'm gonna put a little bit of it because I don't have the darker one that I like to use, I ran out of it. So this is the shade M19, and I mean little. I'm literally gonna put one dot here and one dot there, one dot here, and one dot there. Because again, natural looking makeup. And I'm gonna keep that very like right in here and just right on the end. I don't want to do a full crazy conceal. I'm just more so just trying to cover up the darkness. I got bags underneath my eyes, so we gotta put a little bit concealer, but a little bit going a very long way. It's really pretty. I love this concealer. It just blends so seamlessly. And I'm just gonna set using the Laura Mercier powder, the Laura Mercier in translucent, and I'm gonna take that on this is a Real Techniques setting brush. I like it because it's nice and small, and we're not gonna bake. We're just going to lightly dust a little bit of setting powder under here to set the, and I'm just gonna take whatever is left and set places that I get a little oily. Just a little bit. We still wanna look dewy. And so I'm gonna take the Black Radiance. This is a skin pressed powder. I don't even know what color it is in because it is all just worn off on the back. I'm just gonna take a little bit of that and I'm just gonna contour a little bit. And I mean just a little bit. More so pretty much just focusing on the backs right here. Just so I can give my face a little bit of definition. Just a little bit on the forehead. Peach Twist from MAC. I'm gonna put a little bit of that on my cheeks. But I don't really wanna put too much. I'm just going to put a little bit just to kind of add some color. Again, once we start adding the rhinestones, you know, that's gonna be the main focal point. So I don't really want to get too crazy with like blush and, you know. Okay, for highlight, I'm gonna be using MAC's Skin Finish in Superb. And I like it because it's more on the silvery side, so that's gonna tie in with the eyes. And I definitely do want to be highlighted. I'm gonna take that on a Morphe M501 brush. And I'm just going to put that on the high points of my cheek. Ooh, she's pretty. Y'all see that? Look at the highlight. So we have that nice, look at that glow. It's so pretty. Like the tip of my nose a little bit. The bridge. A little bit on here. No, my Cupid's fell. A little bit of the highlight, and I'm actually gonna put it on. This is another 217 brush from MAC, and I'm gonna put that in my inner corner just to kind of add a little bit of, yes, y'all see that? Ooh, she's pretty. Just a teeny bit. So I'm gonna go back in with Single, Escape, and then also Artistry, and I'm just gonna blow that out. I just want it to be just blown out in no particular order. I'm just gonna put it all on. And I'm just use that same brush that I was using earlier. And I'm just literally blowing it out. Again, I want it to be like how Rouge makeup was without all the extra glitter, because I want this to be a wearable look. You're gonna take Artistry on a Morphe E36. It's like a little baby pencil brush, and I'm gonna wet my brush so that I can get the most. I'm just taking some Morphe continuous setting spray so I can get the most pigment off of that color. Focusing it on the center so it matches the lid. And I'll tell you, if you have brown eyes, this is a great look for you. Yep, it's really pretty. I like that. That's pretty. Okay, finally got myself together. My camera died and I had to charge the battery, and then I just recorded all of this and the microphone was not on. But while I was off camera, I did apply these lashes. They are from the Kiss Lush Couture or Lash Couture line in the style Velvet. I just wanted to go with a lash that was gonna, you know, let you see the work of all of the rhinestones. And then I just applied a little bit of mascara, which is the Lash Paradise by Loreal. We're gonna apply the rhinestones. These are just all like white, if you know the I guess the equivalent of the Swarovski crystals. And then I have some colored ones here. I have some greens and I have some reds and blues and pinks, and I'm just kind of gonna go all out. I'm just gonna kind of do what I want to do, and I'm just gonna apply these wherever I see fit. I thought about possibly doing it along the wing, but you know, this is the beauty of these. You can just apply them wherever. And so I'm just gonna take that and some duo glue, and I have my little dotter thing, and I have my little lash picker up, and I'm just gonna apply these all over where I want to apply them.
This is gonna take a very long time, so I'm just gonna come back when all this is done.
is the one I completed. I'm gonna just finish the other eye and then add other details, and then I'll come back and do the lips. We are finally done. The eyes are complete. That took way longer than I wanted to take, but that's fine. And for the lips, we are gonna keep it super duper simple because at this point, I don't have anything else to get. I'm gonna be taking the Marc Jacobs lip lacquer in the color Love Buzz, and it kind of has this iridescent pink feel to it. So I'm just gonna put that all over my lips. Oh, okay. All right, and this is the completed look. What do you all think? Let me tell y'all, these eyes, they took so friggin' long, but it definitely was worth it. I think this turned out so great. I love it. I would wear this out on a regular day. You see, I came back and added some hoops, but yeah, I'm digging this whole entire situation right here. You have the patience to put on the rhinestones. Everything that I use will be down in the description box below. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I definitely will have more looks. Again, this is a great look for Halloween, which is going to be coming up very, very soon. Or you can just wear this on an everyday basis if you're that type of person. So again, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye.